In my previous video, we understood what Microsoft Fabric is and why Microsoft introduced it. Now, in this video, I want to answer a very common question, that is, how does Microsoft Fabric actually work inside? Don't worry, I am not going to use complex architecture diagrams or technical things. I will just explain this in very simple language so that even beginners can understand it easily. Before Microsoft Fabric, working with data was honestly very messy. Like we had one tool for data ingestion, one tool for data engineering, and one tool is for storage system, and another tool for reporting. So each tool had different logins, different storage, and different security, as well as different billing. Because of this, teams spend more time connecting tools than analyzing the data. To overcome this issue, Microsoft Fabric came with a simple idea. Instead of using many different tools, it thought to bring everything into one single platform. That's what Fabric is. In this one platform, where data engineers or data analysts and Power BI developers and business users, everyone come together, all work on the same data in the same system. Inside of this Microsoft Fabric, there are multiple workloads. Each workload is designed for a specific type. For example, data factory, which is helpful to bring data from different sources. And then data engineering is helpful to clean and transform data. And another one is data warehouse. It is helpful for structured SQL based analytics. And final one is Power BI, which is helpful for reporting and dashboards. And the important thing is all these workloads are not separate products. They are part of the same Fabric ecosystem. Now, let's talk about the important topic of Microsoft Fabric, that is called OneLake. OneLake is like a OneDrive for data. In previous traditional systems, Power BI had its own storage separately, data engineering as another storage separately, and warehouse had another storage separate. Now in Fabric, everything uses OneLake. That means there is no duplicate data and there is no data copying, and everyone can see the same data. Let me explain the full data flow with a simple example. Let's imagine you have data coming from SQL Server, Excel files, and APIs. First, Data Factory brings that data into Fabric. Then, data engineering process cleans and transforms those data, and that cleaned data is stored in OneLake. Now, Power BI can directly reach the data from that OneLake and show that in report. Now, one big difference with Fabric is Power BI is not separate anymore. Now, Power BI is fully integrated into Fabric. That means there is no extra dataset copies and there is no refresh delays anymore, and even it will affect on better performance. Whatever data engineers prepare in Fabric, Power BI can use it directly and immediately without any delay. Because of this architecture, Microsoft Fabric gives many benefits like it makes less data duplication and gives better performance, and also it makes simple security in lower cost with faster development. Most importantly, teams can focus on business insights instead of struggling with tools and pipelines. Microsoft Fabric is useful for Power BI developers, data engineers, Azure professionals, and also for freshers. If you already work with Power BI or Azure, learning Fabric will be a big advantage for your career. So, in this video, we understood how Microsoft Fabric works internally in a simple way. In the next video, we will compare Microsoft Fabric, Azure Synapse, Databricks, and understand when to use what. If you found this video useful, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share with your friends. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.